Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Chris Brown, your real estate professional and marketing entrepreneur. We are live and welcome to another episode of State of the Real Estate Market with yours truly, Chris Brown. This is a YouTube channel where we not only talk about buying, selling, and investing in real estate, but we also talk about different hot topics regarding entrepreneurship, the different new hot things that are out there. Big thing right now is AI, but hey, I know we're talking about real estate today because it's a lot going on right now. So definitely appreciate you guys chiming in, and we'll go ahead and get started here momentarily. Make sure we got everything going. Awesome. So with today's episode, like I said, we are going to go ahead and dive into the market update for what's going on up to this point, which is March. We're in the March area. And with that being said, there's a lot going on as of this past 2 weeks. So a lot of people have been asking me, the basic questions, what's going to happen in the real estate market? Are we going to start seeing some changes, some shifts? We're going to crash. Well, guys, we're going to go ahead and answer all of those questions today. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get tuned in. If you guys are not a subscriber to the YouTube channel or any other social media platforms, you can follow me at Chris Brown RE Pro. Be sure to tune in. Also, be sure to take a look at some of the latest updates. We have a big market that's going on, and you guys want to stay up to date as in what is going on. It's not a month to month anymore. It's more like a week to week. Things are changing on a weekly basis these days. So be sure to tune in and get those latest updates. All right. So for today's state of the real estate market, what we're going to be talking about and a couple of key takeaways that I want to make sure that you guys have a clear understanding in reference to. Number one, will the interest rates continue to rise? Well, guys, when I set up this appointment, say last month, I would have given you a general idea, expect some slight shifts and so forth. And, let's really keep an eye on what's going to happen with these interest rates. They're trying to control, Federal Reserve is trying to control the inflation. The board chair or the chair for the Federal Reserve, Jerome, they're doing a lot of different things. So they were doing a lot of different things. As of this past week to 2 weeks, if you guys haven't heard, or if you've been under a rock or haven't been paying attention or following me, you guys would have known that we've had multiple bank failures in the past week to 2 weeks. So what does that mean? So it's putting pressure on the economy. And what I mean by pressure, it is causing others to react. So when others have to react, especially in the market right now, when others have to react, we have situations where the economy is going to take it to us. And all the experts come out, the economists. There are a few economists that I particularly follow and get a lot of updates and information on. So if you guys haven't known, one of the big banks that people are talking about, it's one of the regional banks, is Silicon Valley Bank. So recently, this particular bank did crash, experience a failure. There's still more news to come. We'll see what those final developments are, but it did consider to fail. And with that being said, I'm going to read a quote that came from chief economist from NAR. And if you guys don't know what NAR stands for, that's the National Association of Realtors. This specific quote says the Silicon Valley Bank failure, along with a few other banks, means that the Federal Reserve cannot be so aggressive in raising its short-term interest rates. And this is Lawrence Yun, Y-U-N. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but he is the chief economist for the National Association of Realtors. Therefore, mortgage rates will decline. So now he said this, and this is very specific, 2 days ago. So this is about March 15th, March 14th, I believe this actual quote came out from him. And if you guys have been paying attention to the rates in the past 2 days, past 48 hours, the rates have decreased a little bit. Now, how long will that decrease stay in tune? I'm not 100%, but it has decreased, and we're reacting, especially with the interest rate sensitive economy, which is the mortgage industry, which reflects the real estate industry. Since it is so sensitive and people are kind of fearing what banks, the the validity of a bank. And then what I mean by validity, it's how strong is my investment going to be if it is placed with a bank. With banks failing or having a few regional banks fail, that brings up a lot of concern. Now, there's a couple of different reasons why they actually failed and why a lot of people believe why they failed. We can go into that on another day. However, it is starting to impact. Even on the local market, I've seen where, and it's been on different blogs, YouTubes, social media, where people aren't able to withdraw their money from the ATM. And they're actually being requested to go inside. Now they're able to get their money, so don't misquote me on this. So people are saying they're able to get their money, but they're not able to do it from the exterior where they're going to an ATM and just withdrawing as much as they want. Now they're making them kind of go in. So is there any relationship between the bank failure and what's going on with that type of transaction? Is it more than just a couple of people experiencing that? Am I just seeing this on, social media? So there's nothing really that's been placed out there in reference to it. So I'll try not to follow any fake news, just more or less the real news. So keep that in mind. So that is what's going on. So your questions in regards to the interest rates rising. Hey guys, if you're in the market right now, you're thinking about buying, you may want to go ahead and lock in the interest rates now while the rates are on a decline. And I don't know how long they're going to decline. Will it rebound by next week? I don't know. This is what I pay attention to, and this is why I do continuous reading and research just to kind of find out what's going on. But I'll be sure to fill you guys in and keep you guys in the loop. So another hot topic, will prices begin to settle? Well, guys, in many of the markets, national market, you're going to see a decline. In some markets, local markets, you're going to see more of a decline or less of a decline in the market compared to the national decline. So people are starting to look forward, as in saying, hey, we're not in the same market we were in 2 years ago. I know my neighbor a couple of doors down sold their house a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, for an absorbent amount of money. I should be able to do the same. Not in 2023. At this point, that is not really heard of. Are there still multiple offer situations? In some cases, there are. If you're being priced properly, you're going to get a lot of traffic. People are going to really start looking at these homes and really start thinking, hey, this may be an opportunity. But with the interest rates where they were much higher, and at some point, say about, obviously a couple of weeks ago, the interest rates we were looking at double what they were 2 years ago. So when you're looking at that, buyers' interests and affordability had changed. So people being able to afford a particular home at one point, say 2 years ago, are no longer able to afford the same home. And then it's also a situation where the home prices have gone up. Now, prices have gone up absorbently, a large amount, say 2 years ago. But in a traditional market, you should look to anywhere between 3 to 6% of equity increase year after year. That's on a non-pandemic economy. So if you look at it, prices will not go back to where they were. They're going to be probably a little bit less than what they are, and a bit more than what they were during the pre-pandemic. So keep that in mind. Prices, you may see some settling. You may see more of correction. It's not a sign of things are going wrong. It's just a situation where, hey, the demand is not as great as it was because of the interest rates. And people were throwing them out there, and people were coming and grabbing them. So that's what was causing what a lot of people will call like a fake market, because it wasn't realistic because of the pandemic. There was so many different situations going on in reference to the actual market and what was actually controlling the prices. So if you're looking at the market nowadays, you're going to see prices being more than what they were during the pre-pandemic, but you're not going to see them shooting through the roof like they were during the pandemic, and when prices were high, interest rates were low. So right now prices are on the higher side, interest rates are also on the high side. So something's going to have to give. And with the recent bank failures, this may be a great opportunity for people to kind of jump on in, be able to afford the homes that are available on the market now. We're still experiencing low inventory. Be sure to check out your local market. I know I'm in the Tampa Bay area. And with that being said, a lot of the inventory, it is low. So you have to find other resources. We have new construction in the area. We do have some resale that is in the area as well. So it's really depending on your market that you're in. Should we expect the real estate market to crash? I don't see it. And, a lot of people try to compare it, to the last crash that we had. It was at 08, 09. As I've told you guys time after time, we are not in the same situation as before. This real estate market is not going to crash like it did before. We're in a situation where we are not in a financial bind like it was. Now, obviously, it's starting to look like a little bit of financial questioning just because of the banks, but it's not the same as it was before, where we had a bunch of mortgage things going on, misrepresentation. We're not going through that. This is more of where we've passed through the pandemic situation. Now we're looking at what possibly will be returning back to what we consider the traditional real estate trends. The month of March, mid of March usually starts the buying process for any type of real estate market when it was pre-pandemic. So you may start seeing a bit more activity. So the interest rates decreasing at this point in time because of the bank failures is kind of a blessing in disguise for the real estate world, because this is where the opportunities begin. So we may see this throughout the summer. We'll see what happens. As I said, I'll definitely stay on top of things and keep you guys in the loop. We're definitely not in anywhere foreseen of being in a crash right now. People are out buying. On my listings, I actually in 1 week doubled the amount of showings on my listings within 1 week. And they've been on the market for I won't say over 30 days, but 30 days, between 30 to 60 days. During that, taking those dates and those showings compared to this past week, I've doubled those just because of the activity. Things are going on. People are starting to react to this current situation with the banks. And I know it's only been a week, but trust me, guys, people respond. The economy responds to this type of stuff, and expect some changes, and definitely staying in the loop of what is going on. So one of my most favorite situations, guys, let's see here. Is this a good time to sell? So I get this. I always get this, no matter what the market is. People are always asking me, hey, is this a good time to sell? Well, what's your situation? Everybody has a different situation, which may require them to do different things. So, and what I mean by that, guys, it's all about, what are you looking to do? What are you trying to accomplish in your scenario? Okay, guys. So be aware of how the market is responding. Be aware of what else is going on in the market. Just be on top of it. That's what it all comes down to. Be on top of it. Stay tuned. That'll keep you guys in line. Understand your market and not so much the national market. Just because the national market says that prices are declining, home sales are on the low, understand your market, because your market may be completely different than the national average. And trust me, that is the instance for a number of markets. And plus, with things changing as of this past week to 2 weeks, anticipate more things to happen. So stay tuned. Okay, guys? All right. So what I typically do at this point in the market update, I like to give you guys the scoop, as in, hey, this is what's going on. This is what's happening next in the market. Also give you guys a scoop on a couple of featured properties that we may have that's available out there. Let's go ahead and click on this. Now, the last time I did this, no one said anything, but I was talking about the properties and no one could see the actual property. So what I'm going to do is make sure I have that taken care of this go around. Voila. All right, so let's take a quick look at these featured listings that we have. We have a couple of featured listings here. Both of them are for sale. Both are great opportunities. One is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2-car garage, 1962 living square feet. The location of this home is just phenomenal, just because it's literally everything is in 2 miles, in a 2-mile radius. And what I mean by everything, I mean, like if you're looking for daycares, you're looking for schools, you're looking for grocery stores, gas stations, financial institutions, hospital or medical facilities. Those are very, very unique location for this particular property. We'll take a look at this one. The other one that we have, newer construction built in 2018. So barely used home. Great opportunity, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, currently listed at $349,967. And literally probably about 6 houses down, same exact model is available for about $15,000 more than this one right here. So there's always things to keep an eye on in the market. When you see one home listed more than others, you're like, well, hey, what's the difference? Sometimes those differences may not be a big issue to you or a big concern to you, So, some people like a big yard, they don't mind cutting grass, where other people, they say, hey, I don't want a big yard because I don't want to have to cut the grass that often or have to be concerned about cutting a big yard. Some people like neighbors surrounding them. Some other people don't like that. They want something that's on some type of reserve or preserve that's behind them so that they only have 2 neighbors, one on the left, one on the right, and not all the way around. So keep that in mind with some of these great opportunities that are out there. If you're in the market, get out there, get the shopping, get qualified. Definitely make sure you're getting pre-qualified, because if you're not in that situation, a lot of people aren't going to take the time to take you out to go house hunting, house shopping, because you don't have everything together yet. That's part of the first few steps. So keep that in mind. All right, so let's take a look. Just quick gander. Look at a few photos for you guys. Keep you guys interested. Look at those lakes there. Huge lake. Look at that. This community, it's called Canterbury Lakes. And why do they call it Canterbury Lakes? Wow, look at that. This is the road that you drive on. So it has water on the inside of the community and on the exterior of the community. So water all around. Oh yeah. Great. Clean. We like this. Great looking floors, right, guys? Great looking floors. Look at it. Look how shiny those floors are. Oh yeah, awesome. Huge bed in there. The master bedroom makes a California king size bed look small. Look how much room is in there. Awesome. Separate tub and shower. Can't go wrong with that. Oh yeah. I wonder whose room that is. Awesome. All right, guys. Go ahead and take a look at the previous one. How do we get back? Yep, there we go. There's the other property. This is one that was lightly used, 2018 build, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2-car garage, just under 2,000 square feet. So great square footage. And it also has an extended driveway. A lot of people don't realize this, but it has an extended driveway. What I mean by extended driveway, a lot of times you're only able to fit 1 car across. With this one, you can fit 2 cars across before you get to the main walkway there. Oh yeah. Large tile flooring in the kitchen. Cabinets, larger cabinets. I believe these are about 38-inch, 32-inch cabinets in the kitchen. Large ceramic tile flooring in the wet areas all throughout this particular home. All appliances are included with this particular home. Oh man, that is a gorgeous looking house. Look at that. Well kept. Somebody understood the assignment with decluttering. Yeah, they definitely understood the assignment. Awesome. Oh, look at that space in that master bedroom. People want spacious master bedrooms. Here you go. Spacious. Look at that closet. Woo! That is a large walk-in closet. You could do a cartwheel in there. I've actually tested. I didn't do a full cartwheel, but I did do a handstand. So it is pretty. And then you have this long hallway. When you first walk into the property, you have a long hallway. It's very dramatic. Washer, dryer, separate laundry room. If you need an office, definitely have plenty of room. Like I said, it's 4 bedrooms, little daycare. Look at this. Somebody likes purple or lavender. extra office space there. Yeah. A little education at home schooling. Yep. Take a look at the backyard here. Spacious enough. Not large, but good size. Look at the preserve that's back here. So you don't have to worry about those backyard neighbors. Look at that. Awesome. All right, guys, that is, let me get you back over here. That is it for the featured properties. I wanted to make sure you guys see that because a lot of times people are asking me, hey, what's going on with the real estate market? What kind of new opportunities are there? And these are it. So I definitely appreciate you guys chiming in today. Each week or each month, you guys are always direct messaging me after the fact. So I definitely appreciate you guys. Hey, if you guys need to get a hold of me, at Chris Brown, RE Pro is my social media handle. Feel free to reach out to me during those times. It's always a great opportunity to connect with me. Also, you know, if there's a particular topic that you have questions about or want to know what's going on, particular questions, feel free to direct message me, send me some questions via social media. I get that a lot. So that's why I typically answer a lot of the questions that we currently have, is just because it's so many people asking so many different questions in regards to what's going on the real estate market. So I definitely appreciate you guys sending the questions, direct messaging me, and I'm getting back to you. Because if you have a question, I'm sure there's probably at least a dozen more people with the same question. So don't hesitate to send me a question in regards to the real estate market. I look forward to being able to help you out. With that being said, be sure to like, subscribe, share this information with someone else. If you feel that this is information, valuable information that someone else can use, share it with them. Just put that information out there to them, as well as just making sure everybody's staying in the loop. This is a great opportunity. People's like, hey, should I invest right now? Great opportunities that are out there. Make sure you're buying it correctly and understanding the process, okay? So this isn't, for those flippers that are out there, people that are house flipping, this is definitely a market where you want to make sure that you know what you're doing. This is not like it was 2 years ago where the equity in the homes were going up or within a month to 2 months time, so you can make as many mistakes as possible and still make money. It was just the key of just holding on to the property a little bit longer for the value to go up. So keep that in mind, guys. Don't make those mistakes. Go ahead and speak to a professional that may be able to help assist you with your next largest investment. But hey, guys, it is Chris Brown. Thank you for tuning in for State of the Real Estate Market, the March edition. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Follow me social media. Take care.